Hello and welcome to the basement. David Bradley here. I have pulled out a box, and you never know what you're going to find. Ooh. Now here is the operator's manual for a Star 488 IEEE 48 IEEE 488 compatible modem made by Livermore. In other words, it's a manual for an 8010. And what good would that be without such a modem? This one, it's funny, it looks to be here, but it's not. It doesn't have the 8010 markings. It does have, there is a hanger. It does have a power supply attached to it. And the power supply is, of course, buried in the box. And it's funny, this power supply is not, I don't think it's the standard one, but it works, I suppose. 117 volts, AC, output 20 watts AC, 400 milliamps. And is this an IEEE? No, it is not. It is an RS-232 version. So this is indeed a Livermore Star. And it doesn't say on it, I don't know why, but there it is. Another relic of the past. Lovely. Lovely. Now here, well, I can't get that out. So I'll get this. Look, this is a Love Essentials romantic travel purse. And it has things in it that would be good if you were going to be going away for a romantic weekend. I believe I got it at Shoppers Drug Mart. I will have to investigate this another time. Oh, a vintage floppy disk thing, kind of bent from verbatim. As I remember, they always seem to be very good discs, and they would be what we would use on the bulletin board. We would. Now here, once again, are things that are tangled. Tangled, but not mangled. And these really, I don't suspect there are many places that still use these. I mean, really, in a lot of ways. Like, who even uses a regular phone line anymore? And you know what? If you tried to get one back, you can't. It's like, oh no, we only do internet phone things now. And here. So now that I have this separated, what is it? It is an Avatec 1200, which basically would mean it's a modem. It would be an RS-232 modem, if you see from the back. It's got lots of funky lights on the front. What it would really mean is that it is, I would think, a copy of a Hayes modem, because that was the standard. That's what everybody did. Why? Well, they were good, and they were great in that you could send it commands nicely. Oh, look, right here is the user guide for an Avatec 1200. Anyway, you could send them commands, and they would do what you needed to be done, and it was lovely. And what do we have here? An Avatec 1200. So, interesting. I don't think I even have a way to test such things at the moment, and so I won't. I may put them up for sale. Oh, here's always a handy thing. Ooh, it's a Tandy Deluxe Power Center. Ooh. This, you know what? I'm always gathering power bars. Always. This one, I of course forgot about. What is this? Sensitivity. Oh, this one has like a breaker thing on it. And I never really realized this one underneath on the bottom. There's a hole because it has a what is it? Computer guard, surge. Anyway, I guess there is a thing on the back to measure, not to measure, to set the sensitivity of when it will trip. I mean, in today's laptops that have batteries and stuff, you know, you wouldn't lose everything. It'll just go, oh, and it might set an alarm and say, there's dirty power, or there's something going on. Maybe. But certainly if you went over the allotted 15 amps, you would want to know. Oh, a rubber band. Broken. Expendable. Here. Oh. Well. Oh my. Cables. What is this one? This one, as I see the ends, it's a 25-pin cable. So it would very likely have been used on a modem, much like these ones. Don't fall down, no falling down. And then this cable, boy, it's a long one, would be for a printer, typically from, as a male on the DB25, and then a Centronics parallel. It is a long cable. It would be used pretty much on a printer, I think, although I hate doing this. Do I have a box handy? No, I should have had a box handy. I'll set this on the floor. Now here's something I intended to get out. There's not here is a handy grab bar. I remember when my grandmother was getting old, I didn't actually ever install anything exactly like this. But boy, this is pretty. But I did, in her bathroom, I remember I basically found like it was like a door, like a smaller version of this, but just perfect for one hand, that I put beside her toilet. And the way we decided on where it would go was, you know, she sat there and I said, well, you know, like, what would you do? And she would normally like put her hand up on the edge of the counter and try and get up. And I said, okay, but if you had something, where would it be? I guess this is probably called ergonomics. And when she put her hand there, I took the handle without screwing it in at all yet. And I said, okay, hang on, show me. And she showed me the exact angle. And that's how we installed it. Does that mean it was a perfect 45-degree angle or a perfect 90-degree angle? No, it was not. It worked for her for a long time. A phone cord, imagine that. Oh, I see something magical in here. And this is not it. Here we have, oh, another, would have been a modem cable, I suspect. Or maybe for some printers. But anyway, 25-pin DB connectors on both ends. One male, one female. Also could be used to extend. I'll put that on the floor. I can't quite get to the magic yet, so I'll pull this out. This is one of the phones at one point that we used when I was in Florida. It's yellowed some. These things happen. It had two lines. Oh, of course, is that cable connected? Yeah, of course, the cable's connected. And the little prongy thing that would keep it into the wall is broken. Anyway, and I could have things programmed in. Anyway, it's and it's got tape around it. Why is it got? Anyway, this too may not need to stay. Anyway, so it's a sound design. What I may do, just for fun, because I can, I might take this outside, put it in the sun. Right now, on the floor. Let's see here. What else do we have? We have what looks like another modem cable, DV25, although this one, it doesn't, I know you can't see it, doesn't have all the pins in there. It only has the pins that were needed, because not all of the 25 pins were, in fact, needed. What's this? A similar cable, I think. Yes. Another male-to-male with an amp connector. Well, it's pretty long. Some printers might have done this, but probably a modem. And they have screws on the end. It was always good to have things way back when. Even, if you're not moving your machine around, it doesn't really matter. Well, I'm not sure. Even, like you put things in the back of the machine, and you don't want to wonder, okay, is that plugged in? Is it not? So it was really good to have those screws that you could do things with. Now here is, of course, another cord that's kind of mangled, and a wiring job with duct tape, which is not ideal. Oh man, but it sure is stuck there. But anyway, it's not good in that it wasn't soldered. Ow. And the tape is sticky. Anyway, the connectors are there. So it would be a little fan to put inside something, and might still work, might be fine, but I will have to take care of these connections here that are now wide open, never soldered, never really properly taped. Yeah, that's not the best thing. Oh, what is this? UL EMP model. What is this from? I don't know. It's like a little thing. Oh. Plug-in power supply for use with telephone. Maybe that telephone had something now here, or something magical. It's a C2N dataset for a pet or other things. It has a short little cable, which would mean that it might have been more used inside. And here we have another. Oh, okay. Mexico. Yeah, this is definitely, from what I know, the kind that would have been used inside an original chiclet pet, because the cables, the connectors are not pretty. And actually this one does have places that you could like screw it on, and the cables are short. And yeah, this is stuff that you wouldn't want out in a classroom setting by any means of any sort. Anyway, I will have to test these, because in fact I have one machine upstairs. I think I have to demagnetize the head, but it would be good to get these checked out and see what's what. Now, is there anything else hiding in this vintage computer paper box? I see one thing, but I can't really make out what it is. Oh. It's some sort of funny little spring thing, and I don't know what it's for. And chances are I never will know what it's for. I don't believe it's anything to do with anything here. Spring, spring. It has a little thing that goes in it, but I really don't think it's anything of consequence for any of this. At first I thought it might have been a tiny little grabbing tool, but I don't think so. Alright, so here we have a box from the basement. And what will I do? Well, this thing, I might actually install that somewhere. Because you know what? As we all get old, you never know, you know. The data sets I'll definitely keep. I'll test out the fan. I'll use the power bar. And some of the other things. Certainly the Commodore type modem. I'm not going to get rid of that because I have others. And it may be that, well, you know, parts are good. And it's rare. And the other modems, well, they might just have to go. They might. So, I guess what I need to do, is find some more boxes and do some more sorting. Right now, though, I'm definitely going to take these two data sets upstairs and set them in the pet room. I shall. And you know, this little fan that has the wiring trouble, I'll see about that. I at least want to test it and see, because there are some times, because of course heat is the enemy, just ask Bill Hurd and others. There are times when it wouldn't be a bad thing to be able to put a fan in something. Indeed-do. So, phone cable. Well, here's a box. I suppose what I could do is, this should come upstairs, of course. What's going on here? I don't know how it is that in such short order, cables can get so entwined. Alright, that can go in there. This, is that another cable? Oh yeah. Oh man. Cable of the RS-232 variety. That can come upstairs. The modems of this sort can go back in the box, which I will get a Sharpie, and I will mark this box. So this is the kind of stuff that I might end up putting on Kijiji or Marketplace. I might. Oh, and I suppose, I can't get those now. Alright, well, I'm definitely going to take the modem and the manual and such things upstairs in this little spring. I can go back in there. My EMP. Could it be after this? Nope. Well, I'll throw it back in there. I can go with stuff. I may actually end up in the midst of all this, just when I put things up, putting up a box and saying, oh, here's what's in it. Good luck. Alright, so I had no idea I had those data sets there. No clue. Anyway, thanks for coming to the basement for the decluttering, de-hoarding, de-stuff. Until we meet again, thanks for coming. Oh, I hope you have a lovely, lovely day. Bye for now.